welcome to a ChaosCraft stream here. I think we got some people that'll be joining us from the Discord. And my batteries are about to die for this laptop. So, sorry for the background noise, but just had some updates to share with everyone. One, Merry Christmas for anybody joining us live. It's Christmas Day. You guys are probably wondering why I'm working on this on Christmas Day, but next week's going to be a crazy week for me, so I got to do what I can. But, yeah. So, there's Rick, as always. So, what I've been doing is working on some duplicate, or some ways basically to make it so we can run different models. What that means is using different input features, like with the AI stuff. A feature is basically something that the neural net can see and use as input. But there's some other guys, I think you guys probably heard me mention Super Jerry and the Mechanist, that are working on a different version of this thing that uses different inputs. They're doing their own kind of mod, which we might combine the two. We're trying to figure out, how to do this. I'm kind of attacking it from the server side angle. They're attacking it from the client side. But their version relies on eyes that get raycast. So basically, theirs is actually going to be slightly more realistic, but I think, in my opinion, far more computationally intensive, and we're going to find out. Where theirs has basically a line that it shoots out from its head, and if for a certain amount of distance, and it's at a certain pitch and yaw. So think back, if you saw my Chaos Trainer videos, the way those eyes worked with the lines originally, because the cone casting method is going to be extremely computationally intensive here, as it was for Chaos Trainer. So I went with what we did more for ChaosCraft, the Node.js version, and I've actually got what I call position ranges. So it's like a box in space, a three-dimensional box that has a X and Y and Z at a range of -5 to 5 compared to the player. So, and it uses that input to decide its actions to a capacity. And what we just did today is we added biology to the template. So basically, mine has 5 position ranges instead of cones that it's got some awareness of, which makes it less accurate, like than actual visual. It's just kind of a general awareness, but it should be far less computationally cumbersome. So we're going to figure out which one we want to use in the end, but this is just kind of a start because it's much easier for me to write this thing right now. And so it's kind of got this template where it generates 5 different eyes for each of these guys, and I could up this to 10 or whatever. And then from there it'll generate neurons and say, okay, if I1, which is like a box that's in front of the player, sees, let's see, trying to find this neuron, block position input. So it basically says if I1, this will generate to I1. I can actually show you guys actually what the generated looks like. So here we go. If I4 can see block ID 0, which is air, then it'll fire off whatever's dependent on that input. So this is neuron 0. Let's go to, so neuron 1 is dependent on neuron 0, so it'll change the yaw input based on if it sees that or not, if that makes sense. Yeah, so what else we got? So that's one example of what we're doing here. So this is another one. So in here, to see actually what I4 actually looks like, I4, we don't need that count there. I4 is down here, and I4 is, this is its range. It's -3 to -1x. So that's, you basically take the player's x, and it's between 3 short of where the player is standing and 1 short. If it finds that block 0, which is air, then it'll fire off that change yaw. So again, that's a pretty silly thing at the moment, but you know, when we run several billion of these things through, hopefully a bunch of you guys are going to be able to run this thing because it's going to be made into a mod that can compile. Then it'll be, then we'll see some neurons and stuff like that that fire off. And now using the stuff we learned from Chaos Trainer, like the neat neural networks, we can really do some cool stuff here as well by you know, it's just with the you know, all the different lessons we learned using the neat neural networks, which is neural evolution of augmented topologies. So similar to what Mar.io was using. So you can see right here, the old craft recipe 26, if neuron 2, which is this block ID, you know, has an I and stuff. And so in order for us to handle these two different models that I talked about, like the raycasts versus the other stuff, we have this notion of a sim model. And so, you know, we can define the templates here. And eventually, if you guys are in game dev, I'd love to wire in with other games as well. So I designed it so we could wire in with other games that aren't just Minecraft. So if anybody's a developer that wants to wire AI into their game and have a bunch of people train it, then you should talk to me. So feel free to reach out on the social medias and whatnot. I'm trying to think of anything else we've got that's really exciting right now. I mean, we're almost to the point where we can simulate these things. We're really close. Had I not added bot biology today, I would be able to show you in here, but we've got to prepare for family coming over because it is a holiday today. And bot biology kind of broke it, but we will spawn a bunch of more of these, which I'll show you next time. I don't know why these slimes are coming after me. So, but we'll save that for next time. Hopefully this will be spawning a whole bunch of Mortys or Meeseeks or something. I'm trying to think if I got anything else to share with you guys. Yep, okay, they're all going. Well, that's alright. Is anybody actually on here? Hey, how's it going, Mechanist? So, I don't know, random side thing. I drew this for the Eurogamer guys, just kind of messing around because they did the Hitman channel challenge on their YouTube channel. So I've got Johnny H smacking Ian with a briefcase, which is pretty ridiculous. And then Ian was nice enough to share it. So very nice. Thank you guys. I doubt they're watching this channel, but if they ever do, that'd be awesome. So, alright. I'm going to keep this short to the point, but I just wanted to explain some of the back end stuff. We're making a lot of progress here. It's a lot that goes into this, but soon you'll all be able to train your own AIs to beat Minecraft, because I think that's why all you guys subscribe. Because no one here wanted to play Chaos Trainer. Well, a couple of you guys did, but like 1,000 more people wanted to do more Minecraft stuff. So we're on the Minecraft stuff. I'm on it. Takes time. We'll get to it. So that's just, I wanted to share an update with you guys in this holiday, so thank you guys all for subscribing. You know, hop in the Discord for some good chatter. There's actually way more people on here that are active than I even realize sometimes, which is awesome. And yeah, please feel free to support me on Patreon. The amount of time I can dedicate to this stuff is pretty well tied to the amount of income I have coming in. So any Patreon support is hugely loved. And I know I don't really have a bunch of like really fancy Patreon extra models coming up, but I can tell you that Chaos Trainer will definitely have some special extra features, or sorry, not Chaos Trainer, ChaosCraft and ChaosNet will have some extra features that you will get, big features if you're contributing. So thank you guys very much, and until next time, this is Matt with Schematical. Thanks for following.